out, tiger.
Well, welcome back into the studio. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created an art journal using the Grafix Dur-lar matte film for the cover. So this video is the long version or the full version of the project I made for Grafix as their creative partner. Now, I will link up above in the right hand corner to the short version. So I am starting off with some of the Grafix chipboard in white and cutting that down for my covers, both the front and the back. I've then pulled out some gel prints that I have chosen for the front and the back cover. They're slightly different but have the same kind of colors, so that's why I chose them. And I'm gonna get those applied to the front and back covers with using the Grafix double tack mounting film.
Not even for love. Now take back all them hard words. I'm a grown man with confidence and sense. In the middle, meet me in the middle. I'm a riddle, figure me out. We'll tornadoes, we'll drink morning dew, we'll be lovers, me you. Full force tiger, call me out with them blue green eyes. You know I'm a fighter, the good kind, not running with lies. And when the knot is high.
Now I'm actually creating two journals, this yellow one or orange one and a blue version. And so I'm going to do this same process for the back cover as well as the covers for the second journal.
Feeling young. In the middle, meet me in the middle. I'm a riddle, figure me out. We'll dry needles, we'll drink morning dew, we'll be lovers, me you. 'Cause we're crazy fools, feeling young. We're crazy fools, feeling young. We're crazy fools, feeling young. Oh, we're crazy fools, feeling young.
And now I'm going to go through both sets of covers and do the inside portion of the covers using similar gel prints that I'd made.
Lift me up higher above the clouds, won't you, love? When the scenery is right, go right in. I wanna fall deep within. Don't leave me hanging just 'cause I'm too proud. Whisper away my outdated doubts. Somebody do me the courtesy, dress me down. I'm not that old yet, I'm far too young to not.
All right, so now I'm going to come in and using this Dur-lar two-sided matte film, I'm going to work on two sheets in two different colors. I'm going to work on this sheet, some alcohol inks, and I'm going to use a variety here. I am going to start off yellows, so I'm gonna go with the brightest, which is honeycomb, and come in with the caramel. And I am going to do a variety of not drying and drying in between. I'll link a video above with the how I made these alcohol sprays. So now that that's dry, I'm gonna come in, so this is like a whole new layer. I'm coming in with the cinnamon. And I'm gonna keep coming and building layers using different colors of the alcohol ink sprays along with my dryer. And one thing I wanna point out is this plastic does not react to heat. Now I'm not using a high heat heat tool. I am using a blow dryer, but it is on the hot setting. And I'm getting no warping, no burning, nothing. So now I'm going to do a similar process, but I'm going to change out the colors and use that second sheet to make the pieces that I need for the blue journal.
Call me out, tiger. Call me out, why don't you love? Lift me up higher above the clouds, won't you love? When the scenery is right, go right in. I wanna fall deep within. Don't leave me hanging just 'cause I'm too proud. Whisper away my outdated doubts. Somebody do me the courtesy, dress me down. I'm not that old yet, I'm far too young to not.
Now I'm going to come in with a Paper Artsy Hot Picks stamp and some archival ink in Mermaid Lagoon. And I am going to do some stamping. And I'm just gonna pick this up and kind of curl it and let it fall where it wants to and get multiple generations going. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the same stamp, but I'm going to use the Distress Archival ink in Wild Honey for the yellow cover. Alright, so now I have cut down some mixed media paper and I'm going to get it folded in half and start creating signatures for inside of both of these journal covers to create the journal itself. Once I have all my signatures created, I'm going to go back to the covers and start figuring out how I want to use the Dur-lar matte film as part of the cover. So once I select a part of this matte film that I want to use on the cover. I'm going to go ahead and get that cut down to size, and then make some additional decisions about how much I want to show, how much I want of the background to show through. And I decide that I want more of that gel printed paper to show, so I'm going to cut back the matte film to let some of that kind of peek out.
Call me out, tiger. Call me out, why don't you laugh?
And now I'm going to do the same thing for the blue cover.
Clouds, won't you love? When the scenery is right, go right in. I wanna fall deep within. Don't leave me hanging just 'cause I'm too proud. Whisper away my outdated doubts. Somebody do me the courtesy, dress me down. I'm not that old yet, I'm far too young to not stand my ground. But my ways are mine and I don't wanna change, not even for love.
Now I'm going to get the matte film adhered to the front covers, and so for the blue one I'm going to test out using Fabri-Tac, and for the yellow one I'm going to use the double tack mounting film.
Meet me in the middle. I'm a riddle. Figure me out. We'll tornadoes. We'll drink morning dew. We'll be lovers. Me, you. Full force tiger. Call me out with them blue green eyes. No, I'm a fighter, the good kind, not running with life.
And to be honest with you, I was able to see the Fabri-Tac kind of coming through. It did end up drying, but on that blue one, but there was a little spot where you could really tell that there was some glue there. But with the Dur-lar, or excuse me, the Grafix double tack mounting film, you couldn't see it at all. It did require to have the clothespins on it for longer, but it was adhered. It was nice. So you just have to really choose what you feel more comfortable with.
We'll drink morning dew. We'll be lovers.
All right, so I have out all my binding things, my floss, my waxed floss, a cork board, my awl, my covers, my fabric centerpiece, and my signatures. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to punch holes in my fabric piece and in my signatures.
Call me out, tiger. Call me out. Why don't
So now that I've got those holes punched in my signatures as well as the fabric, I'm going to get some floss wax strung onto my needle and start to sew the signatures. I'm going to have 2 signatures in each of these and sew them onto the fabric spine piece.
go right in? I wanna fall deep within. Don't leave me hanging just 'cause I'm too proud. Whisper away
And I'm doing the same thing for the signatures for the blue cover, and the fabric piece is exactly the same. It's just a doubled over piece of fabric that's thick and heavy that can be part of the spine. So now that both of the signatures are ready for both of the journals, I'm going to go ahead and show you adding that signature and spine piece to the covers on the blue journal, and I will do the exact same thing for the yellow journal.
All right, so I've got those in, and I have a large space between each of these. So because I know that when I art, I add lots of bulk, so I need that extra space. So I might want to create a closure for this one.
So now I've pulled out my fabric tack, and I'm going to lay down some glue to glue it to each of the covers. And I'm going to use some clothespins to make sure that that is well adhered and in place while it does that. Now I applied some heat to this because it will tack dry, and now I'm going to get started on doing the other cover. And the only difference between these two covers is, or these two journals, is the yellow one I left the strands on the outside and added some beads to it, and on the blue one I left the strands on the inside. Well, the only thing besides the color is that was the only thing different in the binding. And this is the matte Dur-lar film that I have left over that I had sprayed. And these will be really fun to using in the pages inside the journal or whatever. Great collage fodder kind of left over from the cover project.